Read to Succeed Buffalo strives to provide the youth of Western New York with resources to better their literacy development from a young age. And here with details on Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and all they have is Ann Ryan. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for inviting us.
So let's hear more about Read to Succeed and what your mission is.
Read to Succeed Buffalo mission is very simple. Getting books, getting language, getting interactions for children, particularly children who are economically disadvantaged, and the best environments that they can possibly have from birth right through age 8. We really focus on third grade and getting kids really prepared to read to learn, because we know that third grade is that pivot point. If children don't have the building blocks of learning how to read, the building blocks of language and communication, by fourth grade and beyond, they're reading for content. So they can't really keep going in their educational progress if they don't have those fundamental skills to learn how to read.
And are you getting books into their hands or more than that?
More than that. We actually have 4 core programs that are direct service programs. But we also have Imagination Library that we're talking about today, where we work in 27 zip codes. About 28,000 children are eligible across Erie County. And Dolly Parton's Imagination Library is an amazing program. It mails a free, high-quality book, age-appropriate. The first book that children get is The Little Engine That Could.
Which is a great one.
Which is a great one, and it has a foreword from Dolly Parton. It has reading tips for their caregiver. And the reason why we really want to get books into the home, really high quality books, age appropriate books, is because we know that 85% of brain development occurs before the age of 3. So if these kids aren't interacting, not having these conversations like you and I are having, those back and forth, you're engaging with me, I'm engaging with you, that's how their brain develops. That's how those synapses develop. So again, a high-quality picture book is a great way to develop language.
Yeah, so how do they apply for this free book?
Sure, they can go to our website, readtosucceedbuffalo.org, or they can go right to imaginationlibrary.com and sign themselves up. Just need the child's address, date of birth, and a parent name, and you're all set to go.
Yeah, and for those kids that have received these books, what is their sort of expression or their reaction?
Well, the other great thing, Kate, is that the mailing label is addressed to the child. So when the book comes in the mail, you know, as an infant or young toddler, they might not know. But as a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, they're running out to that mailbox and they're getting that book, and it's their book. And they want to read it to you. So they learn that left-right progression. They might learn letter sounds and even be able to identify letters by the time they're heading to kindergarten or preschool.
Wonderful. And the need for volunteers is a big one, correct?
Yes.
Let's share more about that.
Thank you so much. So as I mentioned, we have 4 direct service programs. One of them is the AARP Foundation Experience Corps. So we're in the process right now of recruiting seniors over the age of 50 who we train and we deploy out in Buffalo Public Schools, and in the fall, we're expanding to Niagara County, so we're very excited by that new partnership. And these tutors, we have 125 right now, and they're working one-on-one, again, tutoring kids right during the school hours. And it's a high-impact tutoring program. So we know when we're implementing that program, we know the outcomes are going to be really strong for those kids.
Is it a one-on-one type of scenario, or
Yes.
really getting into the classroom?
It's a one. Our volunteers are trained and screened and background checked, so they can pull the children out of the classroom and they tutor one-on-one for a 30-minute structured session. And we really measure the increase in kids' oral language, both vocabulary and their fluency of reading. So our volunteers model fluent reading, so these kids can learn how to read like we're talking right now.
And the power of a book is just it's long-lasting, correct?
It absolutely is. There's a lot of research. And I think that's why this is coming to the fore in New York State, too. The state legislature's choosing to support, and so is the governor, Imagination Library, because the science is finally catching up. And people realize that by reading out loud with kids, a picture book has higher level vocabulary than a typical primetime TV show. So that's how kids learn language. That's how kids interact with language and communication. And it's the best way we can prepare our kids for school and for success in life.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here. Good luck with your volunteer sort of poll and everything that you guys are doing
Thank you so much.
in the county. You can learn more about this initiative through Read to Succeed Buffalo by visiting readtosucceedbuffalo.com/Imagination Library. Thank you again.